Do you remember that Pilate has led Jesus to be flogged? Do you remember how the soldiers were mocking Jesus and letting him suffer a lot of pain? His back is hurting so much. His face is bleeding. Pilate had said, "I will punish Jesus and then release him." Will he do so? He says to the Jews, "Look, I'm bringing Jesus out to you to let you know that I find no basis for a charge against him." When Jesus stands before the crowd, wearing the crown of thorns and the purple robe, Pilate says, "Here is the man." Oh, look at Jesus. Will the Jews feel pity? Will they say, "Now it's enough, release him"? As soon as the chief priests and their officials see Jesus, they shout, "Crucify! Crucify!" Pilate says, "You take him and crucify him. As for me, I find no basis for a charge against him." The Jewish leaders insist, "We have a law, and according to that law he must die, because he claimed to be the Son of God." Do you hear this? But he is the Son of God. When Pilate hears this, he is even more afraid. The Son of God? He goes back inside the palace. "Where do you come from?" he asks Jesus. But Jesus gives him no answer. "Do you refuse to speak to me?" Pilate says. "Don't you realize I have power either to free you or to crucify you?" Jesus answers, "You would have no power over me if it were not given to you from God." Does Pilate know about the God of Israel, the only true God? The Jews do. Therefore Jesus continues and says, "The Jews who handed me over to you are guilty of greater sin than you." The Jews sin, but Pilate as well. How often has he said that Jesus is not guilty? He is not a good judge. He doesn't speak justice. Although he tries to set Jesus free, he is more scared for the Jews. They keep shouting, "If you let this man go, you are not a friend of Caesar. Anyone who claims to be a king opposes Caesar." That scares Pilate. When Caesar, the most important man in the Roman Empire, will not be happy with him, it can be the end of being a Roman governor. That is not what he wants. So he brings Jesus out and sits down on the judge's seat. "Here is your king," Pilate says to the Jews. But they shout, "Take him away! Take him away! Crucify him!" "Shall I crucify your king?" Pilate asks. "We have no king but Caesar," the chief priests answer. Finally, Pilate hands Jesus over to them. They take off the purple robe and put his own clothes on him. Then they lead him out to crucify him. Now I read something special in the Bible. I read, "At that moment it is about noon on the day of preparation of the Passover." A very special day. Then the Jews slaughter a lamb and remember that God has set them free from slavery in Egypt a long time ago. Do you know Jesus is called God's Lamb? This same day of preparation of the Passover is now the day that Jesus carries God's punishment for the whole sinful world. He gives his life. This sacrifice makes that people can be set free from the slavery of sin. What a wonderful news for you and me. All what we need to do is to believe in Jesus as God's Lamb and our Savior.